Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to ATI Pro Media. We are powered by advanced trading. I'm feeling that spring feeling here. It's nice out. The sun came out yesterday afternoon in Valparaiso, Indiana. It's out today. And you know who else is realizing it's spring? The corn market. We're going to get in that in just a minute. But when we get into the headlines today, we got a lot of positive, optimistic things happening in the commodity markets. The CRB index hit a new multi-year high. So, of course, yesterday we talked about Dr. Copper. The stock markets, Dow, S&P, Nasdaq, all flirting with all-time highs or at new time highs, and they're not giving it up over there. Hey, let's take a real quick trip down to LaSalle Street. Then we're going to go to Wall Street. Let's look at the markets. Totally different picture than how they were last night. July corn down 4, Dece corn down 4 also. Beans just rolled over a little negative on the day. No beans down 1.5. Let's take it to wheat. Board of Trade wheat up 2.5. Casey up 6. Minneapolis up 3 3/4, 4 cents. Soybean oil up and meals flying around. Big day in the meats. Live cattle up, feeder cattle up, hogs lower. We'll take it to LaSalle Street real quick and talk about what's going on over there. Gold lower, silver hit $30 last night. Interest rates moving on up, and crude oil well off yesterday's lows. $79 crude oil. We were down about 76 yesterday. Natural gas firming up. Dow Jones up 12. S&P's up 2. Again, Bitcoin chopping around. And we have to talk about milk a little bit. Milk having another volatile day. Not that milk is part of LaSalle Street. That's more of an Indy 500 thing at the end. All right. Guess what we have in about 175, 180 days? It's election season, and we have some new graphics. Let's give them a try out. Whoa, this is good right here. Biden-Trump debate. Keep an eye on this. President Biden decided maybe he should close the border, and he'll meet President Trump at any time he wants, any place. That is a direct quote. Trump Biden 2024. You're going to hear a lot more about that. Let's bring in a real fighter himself, Mr. B. Huck from Dodge City, Kansas. Oh, we're going back and forth. Rick and I are
Morning,
fighting
Tommy
with the
G.
mouth. Rick and I are fighting with the mouse. Good stuff. Good morning. Quick
Good
show.
morning. Yeah.
Great price action in cattle. You and I did a nice special yesterday, and let's talk about that first. We're going to get right into ATI
Yep.
ProMedia Premium. This is why. When I came downstairs after I did my hair and got all pretty, corn was up too. And I put in a couple bids to buy it unchanged, down 1, down 2, down 3. I came downstairs. I'm long corn now, right? So just like you farmers, I'm long corn too, except for I don't have to deliver it and there won't be shrink. But we talked about yesterday. What did you talk about yesterday on ATI Pro Media Premium?
It was an episode inspired by a text message out to our customers here. Every year I get a comment about, Brady, why didn't you push me? You should have pushed me harder. Why didn't you make me do it, Brady? It's a common theme, but this is me pushing you. That was our video. Great, fun episode to do. Good stuff. But it's that time of year, Tommy. It's go time. We talked 23, we talked 24, we talked 25 marketing.
That's
So
good stuff. Let's tell people what ATI Pro Media Premium is. Real quick, Rick, run that clip. This is how you get ATI Pro Media Premium. Folks, if you want to subscribe, you go to www.atipromedia.com. Rick's looking through his lower lens, and he found it. $30 a month premium subscription. What do you get? Well, folks, you get an email early Monday through Friday, a weekly newsletter Saturday, premium video 6 times a week, and an actionable text alert for $1 a day. That's what you get. We're definitely going to need to slow up that thing. I can't read it that fast. All right. I got fired from a client last year because he told me I should have helped him sell more. I don't ever remember calling a grain elevator and selling anyone's grain ever. But in his mind, I was the problem. It had nothing to do with him being awesome. Had nothing to do with him being a doubting Thomas. Like, see, I snuck that in there. It was 100% my fault. And so I got fired. And luckily, I picked up 10 for that one I lost. But in his mind, I suck at my job because I didn't tell him to sell more. I did reference all the text and all the emails and everything I said. But at some point, it's just not worth working with people like that, Brady. When you work with farmers and ranchers that have a problem selling their product, imagine being on the board of Coca-Cola and the president and CEO hate selling Coke. Wouldn't
mhm,
that be weird?
that very
Yes, it would. A little commentary from you, sir.
yeah, it would be weird, but absolutely. And luckily, I think we get to a point as a brokerage broker, you get to a point where you get to kind of pick and choose some of the guys you work with, and you don't have to work with everybody. So that's a nice spot to be. But yeah, sometimes people hire us and they're looking for people to blame, and I don't view that as our business here. I view it as more we're going through it together every day. Um,
Hate to be their wives because they must have been blamed for a lot of stuff over the years. Well, according to the National Association of Farm Broadcasters, I am now a farm broadcaster also, not just your average everyday broker. I submitted my application and we'll see if that gets
that
approved. We have a
very
couple
cool.
cool things coming down the pipe. God, I want to tell people, but Joe's out of town and Rick's going to leave for a little bit, and we're going to wait till June to do our big launch. But we are a media company. Advanced Trading has a media division. There's several people who've been super supportive of it, and it to me, it's how we gain our clients. Right, we're picking up subscriptions from providing content, but we're meeting a lot of great people like Luke and our other people who comment. Folks, if you're out there and you want to comment, go ahead and drop a comment, and we'd love to entertain those comments. It is so important. That video we did yesterday, I'm glad we're trading lower today because I feel better about doing it. I told you, Brady, look at the corn chart, and you said that D's corn, this is July,
Hmm.
that's the 200, but D's 24 corn bumped right against that 200. And folks, look how fast it's coming right back down. Having a hard time
You
clicking
hate to
today,
root
too.
for a lower market, but after you do a video like that of guys, it's time to manage risk. It's time to do something. You kind of in the back of your mind are hoping, boy, I hope we don't scream a dollar higher here and me look like a fool. But
Oh, I'll
that's
look like a fool for the sake of the farmer killing it. But here's the problem. If corn goes up to $5.56, you're just going to invite the whole world to plant a bunch more, and you're just going to bury this thing one year. Whether it's in 24, 25, 26, I believe corn has a very high probability of having a 3 in the cash market for a lot of our clients, and that is financially going to hurt them because with the stock market at record highs and everything else, we are not going to lower interest rates anytime soon. On this chart, again, reminder, folks, the red line is the 200, the green line is the 100, and we had 473 drawn in there. We talk about our crop price, Brady. We talked about that in the video real quick
mhm.
on crop insurance. And I felt like the clients had a fiduciary duty to cover that gap from that 460-ish level right
Yeah.
here up to here.
Yeah. If you
But
got 85% crop insurance coverage, Tommy, you know that 466 pre-plant insurance price, that doesn't kick if you raise your APH yields, it doesn't kick in till around the $4 mark at 85% coverage level. So there's quite a bit of slippage. And you talk about that gap there between where the current market is at 482. And if your insurance doesn't you don't trigger an indemnity until $4, that's significant revenue on the table. And that's if you just raise APH. What if you raise more than your APH bushels?
yeah, let's take a quick look at note beans again. Red line 200 now trading below it, touching, kissing, as you like to say, that 100-day. We traded up there again. We are an easy 25, 30 cents off those highs as we speak, folks. Corn is on the lows, and I think we
We
have
gotta,
reasons why.
yeah, we gotta hope that 100-day holds. I think if you're in the bull camp or if you haven't have some uncovered bushels, you need to be rooting for that 100-day to hold right here.
Yeah, that could not go so well. We don't. We'll buy 10 hope calls right now. Actually, we talked about that before the show, and you had said, "Don't give people the idea that we can't rally." How did our young associate Connor say? The better way to say that is how'd Connor word that?
Had I can't remember what did he word.
He's right here. Bring him on. He's quiet.
Connor,
Bring him on.
what
Clown
did you
show over
say?
there. What'd you say, kid?
My term was now is not seasonally, it's not the time to be naked long, right? If we're just
Ooh,
going to be
naked.
outright bullish from May 15th, June 15th into fall, right? History shows us that it doesn't prove that it's not usually we're going to be lower in the fall. We've got to be ready, right? Nothing saying we get this crop planted and it stops raining, right? We got to be ready for that eventuality, that possibility. But just having all our eggs in one basket, the price is going higher from May 15th, June 15th, the next 120 days, like you like to say, Tommy, right? I don't think that's a good marketing plan.
Right. And that's why Brady and I talked about a plan for 23, 24, and 25. There's all types of people out there, people who are still naked long a lot, 23, nothing sold in 24, and forget their farm in 25. And there's people who are getting this thing buckled up. I'll tell you, I'm real proud of my clients who put that 25 trade on. They're also in control of 24. I guess, and we haven't talked about this in a long time, it's really hard to get in control of 25 when you're out of control in 23. Sounds funny, but if you think about it a little bit, very true. All
Yeah.
right, Connor, you've been a great guest. We'll have you back on the show
Thanks for
someday.
joining us, Connor.
Thanks
Yeah.
for joining us, Connor. Hey, speaking of thanks for joining us, I didn't set it up today. I have to go buy my burner phone, but we got a phone line here. People are going to be able to call ATI Pro Media. I don't know that we'll let the
So
outside
dial right into the show. That's what
dial
you mean,
right in
Tommy,
the
right?
show.
Wow.
We're going to have to get like a bleeper button or something here.
Extra moderation needed.
Now we'll be careful who we let in, but we're going to do some cool stuff. We're going to one day here in a week or so, we're going to go around to all our branches, and each branch who wants to participate, we're going to give them 3 minutes to do an update. So we can go up to Dave Lechtenberg. We can go to Tony Dunker.
Very
I'd like to
cool.
go to Texas to Ryan Grease. I'd like to go up to Michigan. I'll take North Dakota. Some people take Iowa. We have some, you're going to be great for the whole Western belt, and wouldn't be bad to throw in a couple commercial guys one day too. So we can go a
Yes.
commercial roundtable. And then people don't have to get all pretty, do their hair and everything else. We can go fast, lightning round.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fun. All right. Kind of a quiet day. Markets aren't going your way. I understand. Grain started a lot higher. They are coming well off. Wheat's doing its little creepy thing where it opens lower at night, goes higher. Hey, wheat tour. You get a little color on that, Brady?
Yeah. I dug up a comment here posted by the Kansas Wheat Association here. This year is a testament to wheat breeders and researchers and the work they've done. This year, everything has been stressed across the state, but we're still looking at a decent crop. That was a comment by Derek Sawyer, a farmer near McPherson, Kansas, who I believe is on the tour. But kind of the general sentiment there, higher than expected production possibilities across the state. There's areas of tough, areas of bad, but boy, it doesn't take a whole lot of areas of good to make up for that. And I think that's kind of the theme here across the Kansas production state for wheat. But we got that perfect storm still, drama in the Black Sea, and maybe some good production here locally at home. Talked to some farmers at Scott City, one of my favorite customers, favorite clients. He said, Brady, I still got 50 bushel an acre potential out here. I'm optimistic. And we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. That white combine, a hailstorm can come any day, and we hate to see that. But it's great opportunities to have great prices and getting things buttoned up, and hope those rains keep coming to finish us
I like
out.
it. Yeah, and America was never running out of wheat. Just for full reference, we were never running out of wheat in America. This was a Russian problem. This is a Ukraine problem. This is countries around the world have been buying really cheap wheat from Russia. Now Russia has a problem. This is great for America. And funny to say this, that I have to say this. If you're holding old crop, you're not having a production problem with old crop. I'm going to say it one more time, and maybe you're going to think I'm being a condescending jerk. If you have old crop, you really have that. Like there's no risk in selling that and moving to a call or call spread. By the way, if you've been an aggressive seller of grain the last few days or weeks, you're getting that pullback to get some of that upside back. The client who's opening an account today, his fear was he sold 495, 488, 494 D's corn, and then the market went 2 cents against him. He's freaking out. So we're going to get a little of that bought back with a derivative strategy here using calls or call spreads. Drought monitor map. Let's bring it in, Mr. Rick. We got someone calling ATI Pro Media. Maybe Gina G can get that, but I hear Gina. Oh, by the way, tomorrow we'll post a picture of the fridge. It's just an absolute thing of beauty. All right, looks like Gina G's getting that message right there. Well, thanks for calling, whoever called. I hope you're subscribing. If you are, we'll send you a flag. All right, drought monitor map. What are you seeing here, B-Huck?
On the left, we've got the latest drought monitor. Thank you, Connor, for loading this up and building this. On the right, we've got a year ago. Significant change, deep dark red in Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Panhandle, even that eastern edge of Nebraska a year ago. That blip in Iowa, if we look at the left side, the current monitor, that's getting smaller, Tommy, shrinking down. And then I can't help but look at Nebraska, south in the Dakotas, Minnesota, and then the whole eastern stretch, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, just white there. So that's what I see, Tommy G.
That left map doesn't look like something that if you're bulled up because it's hot and dry, that ain't the left map. If you're bulled up because it's wet and you're the one not getting it planted, that I understand. But those folks in that yellowy, orangey part, they haven't been in the field, and this is in the state of Iowa, by the way. They just got back in the field Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're catching some rains. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say something crazy, which is not going to shock
Tommy, you're
anyone.
going to say something crazy. I don't believe it.
Go full screen. Listen, my clients in North Dakota, if you're not done planting by Wednesday or Thursday, I'll be shocked. I mean, North Dakota, I'm getting text hourly. We're done. Minnesota, Waseca, Minnesota, 300 of beans left, caught a half inch last night. Things are looking great. America is much bigger than Iowa and Indiana and Illinois. They're very important states. Folks in Ohio flooded. If you're out there and you're having a production problem, I want you to call the line and tell us your story, because we know there's that 30% of the Corn Belt that's going to go in slower. It's going to be a May 25th, June 5th, no doubt, assuming that goes okay. Like, it's hard to see the weather past a few hours or a day, let alone 15 days. But the fringe acres just killing it. Now that it's getting too wet in Texas, I understand that. But North Dakota planted their crop 12, 15 days late last year compared to where they wanted to be in, and grew a record crop. Just think about that. North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, they matter. Other states matter. Nebraska matters. All the grain. My clients in the state of New York, you matter. All grain matters here. And the world, from when Tommy Grisafi went to the Board of Trade in 1990, we used to stare at the TV and watch the weather in Des Moines, Iowa. Skilling would do it, and we're all around the TV trading corn on the weather report on Skilling. That it's a different world, folks. It's a lot different world than that world. And we do have a few comments. It's
broader bucket, deeper pool, wider.
Better hybrids, better technology, better planters. You guys are planting with this. Look at that. Ashley says amen. All right. Reverend Tommy, the sister Ashley, amen, sister. North Dakota's going in. Actually, Ashley texted me that yesterday, but I knew from my own client, she's like, I think, this is a quote from Ashley, I think North Dakota and South Dakota really matter. I'm like, they do. And they have great equipment, and they're getting her in. So if you're wondering why the heck is corn down 5, because although you may be having a problem, there's enough people not having a problem that we can go lower. And this is going to really screw people up. So when you go back to past videos of ATI ProMedia Premium, we talk about, let's not have that grain. The worst scenario you could have with old crops starting to happen right now in corn. The market zipped up, you got bullish, you won't sell it. Folks, we're 458 July corn. That's not that far from lows. I mean, a couple more bad days, gap open lower on Sunday, and we'll be 15, 20 cents from recent lows. And sure, you may see the basis appreciate or something, but what happened during the rally, Brady, as the futures really went up, because those funds really did a big purchase, as the futures went up, the basis was actually widening. So now you have a cash market that softened due to a short covering fund bid, and the end user's like, we don't need this corn. We're going to back off. So sure, futures rally 50 cents, but your cash market might only rally 30. As the futures roll over, you may not see that cash market do much. I think we're going to have an episode this afternoon of Merchandising Magic. If not today, tomorrow. Mark Tulaski and Michael, we're going to try to jump on. We did also just release an episode on the premium stuff. PJ just came out. I think we got that video out just like
Always
20
good
minutes
to hear
ago.
what PJ has to say.
He's in his basement, and he's rushed. Usually he's really hardworking, but he has seen incredible order flow here in the markets. And he was explaining how people have been rolling wheat spreads. It's been good. PJ's a great contributor show. All right, folks, if you're out there, we'd love for you to ask us a question. We went over to Drought Map, stock market at all-time highs, still at all-time highs, new highs here, just ripping and roaring. Dow up 83. If you are one of those people that says the economy's collapsing, not today. Not today. America's a great place. If you love America and you love ATI Pro Media, first few people to give us a call. We're going to give away 2 flags today. We got 200 people watching between X and Facebook and YouTube. I want to give away some flags. How do you do it? 1-855-737-FARM. Love for you to be a subscriber. But hey, if you just want a flag and you love America, we will send you a flag. Oops. You can click that, Rick. Rick and I clicking buttons at the same time. Dangerous. Never give Tommy G the mouse. All right. Questions, comments, peanut gallery, bring them in. That was Ashley. What else do we have?
S&P at a record highs, I believe, right here, Tommy.
Real close.
The
I
Dow's
don't
at
want to
40,000.
NASDAQ hit a record high. Wild to see the headlines. Copper record high. NASDAQ record high. Bond market's got to deal with this. We are going into an election with uh, the Lukey, this kid cracks me up. We're going to election with the stock market record highs. You could say whatever you want about this president or administration, but don't say the stock market's at the record highs. Never been a better time to be rich. Assets are going up, land's going up, bins are going up. Your grains have recently came up. Not probably to a level that you wish, but things are getting better. All right, Luke wants to know, where's the hat, Brady? I don't know what Luke's smoking, but I'll have some too. All right, Luke, great contributor, premium subscriber, Luke. We love having
Thank
you on
you,
the show.
Luke.
If
Yeah.
you're still in the area, Luke, you could stop by this weekend. He's only a few hours from me. We're having a barbecue Gina's birthday party on Sunday. You're all
What's on the
invited.
grill, Tommy? What are you cooking? What's
We
on
are
the
going to
menu?
have some hamburgers. We're going to have some steaks. We're going to smoke some chicken on the Traeger. We have both a couple grills here. We have a Weber and a Traeger.
Traeger,
Depends on
yeah.
how much time we have. We're
Pellet
going to
grill guy.
support the protein industry. Before we leave, do you have any comments about the cattle or the feeder cattle? You haven't said much about that, but they're you feel better as a cattleman that the world's not ending.
I do. We 0 days since the bird flu headline, so that's good to have. I mean,
Mhm.
there's still some out there, but it seems like the market's digesting it a little bit better here. We got to have the funds comfortable with getting back into this market. The stock market going higher, that's a huge thing to support the cattle market, the cattle industry, just the cross type trade there, fund interest in cattle markets, and more money in consumers' pockets, theoretically, right? Box beef has been on a tear for a week or two. 305, 306 posted yesterday on the choice cutout. Great to see. Need to see cash pushed higher. I don't want to say we got a cattle on feed next weekend or next Friday. Marketings could be up, placements could be down, on feed number could be short of a year ago. Maybe we're finally getting past that backlog, log jam, and maybe some bullish supportive stuff on a near term fundamental side if demand stays hot. But it's demand season, Tommy. It's grilling
It's
season.
grilling season, baby. All right. Say someone wants to wrap it up. They don't want to do futures and options. They want to use this fancy stuff. How do you do it?
Great opportunity. It's a bullish position to get LRP on feeder cattle, fat cattle, bullish position to have. You're long the cash. You get to benefit if this thing goes screaming higher and we sell $200 fats or $300 feeders. But floor price, it's also time you can transfer agents, Tommy. We have a window of time frame. If you have an agent that maybe isn't a cattle person, welcome you to come to us and work with us every day with cattle, hogs, LRP. Now is when you can transfer your policy from your old agent to a different agent. We love it to be us. Come to us. We'd love to talk to you. Call that line, 1-855-737-FARM, if you're interested in learning about LRP or transferring to ATI agency.
If we keep talking long enough, we'll have every market down. Corn on the lows, bean on the lows, wheat's well off the highs, stock market ripping and gripping. Interesting dynamics.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing this every morning. Folks, if you could do us a favor, tell a friend. Tell a friend about the show. It's free at 9. Of course, we have our premium. That's not for everyone, but the ones who are getting it do seem to enjoy it for $1 a day. But if you enjoy the show, oh my God,
Look
we
at
hit
that guy.
11,000 subscribers. Who's got 2 thumbs and loves McDonald's? That guy right there, Connor B. Ah, doggone, I miss that guy. Well, hopefully he'll come back sometime. We have a couple new contributors starting on the show. We should get them on next week. It should be fun. I'm
Okay.
having fun. Things don't always go as we plan, but that's what makes this fun, right?
Every day's different, Tommy. You never know what headline we're going to get. You never know if it's going to be a screaming busy day. The last couple of weeks have been screaming busy from a marketing side and our business side of things. Yeah, you never know what headline's going to come. And boy, howdy. It's good to have a positive market and some actionable levels to do some stuff at. That's great. Don't fall asleep at the wheel here, though. That's my take-home message here today to any American farmer, cattleman out there. Don't fall asleep at the wheel at these markets right now.
Folks, if you haven't subscribed yet, this was Brady saying, "This is me pushing you. Why didn't you push me harder? We've had this rally. This is what you need to do in 23. This is what we suggest you do in 24. This is what our great clients and hedgers are doing in 25. The truth is, I have to send out texts and emails every so often and saying, "Are you a hedger? If you're a hedger, this is something you should do. If you're not a hedger, enjoy the show and the lower prices and the higher inflation. And you could be like a Cubs fan and say, we'll get them next year, right? So they do win a World Series like every 100 years. We have to do a better job in agriculture, but it starts with you. Connor Bridgman, we have to go live because you don't know what the markets will do or what Tommy's going to say. Well, I do know this. Our clients know we have a new fridge. And if you're in the area on Sunday,
come check it out. We got a fridge tour. Yeah,
we have a fridge, and yeah, things are getting good
ice
around
machine
here.
in the
Brokerage has
door.
been good. We have a new fridge, right?
Yeah.
We have ice. We had ice without the fridge. Gabby brought home from college that little portable ice maker.
Yeah.
I don't know if you haven't, if anyone doesn't have one of those, but those things are nice. All right, let's end this thing. We got a real job to do. God, I hate to end with 225 people watching live. If you didn't catch the whole show, go back to YouTube. And in 2 weeks, when Mr. Rick comes back from his world tour, we got a really special announcement. With that, I'm going to end the show. Brady, great job.
Have
Not
good
a
day,
lot of
Tommy.
slides and everything else, but as always, a great conversation. The timing of your text yesterday was impeccable. Congratulations, my friend.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining us. We're here every day, 9 a.m. Central. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.